What's up, you guys? JKC from the JKC Productions. Sorry for that. But today, this is gonna be honest thoughts and with face cam, so you guys can see how I commentate. Basically, I want to do this honest thoughts with JKC about politics. I know it's not an interesting subject for a lot of people to listen to, but just bear with me. You guys know I love to talk about politics. I am basically into like this whole Occupy movement, stuff like that. Myself, I've had a lot of things happen to myself and a lot of my friends that's been we've been prejudiced, or I guess you can say prejudiced about from the police. Like, they've centered on us. Basically, let me give you the rundown. Basically, we, like me and my friends, used to hang out with people that were troublemakers. We used to be troublemakers, but after we got more mature and learned more about the world and government, basically we found out about like some of the injustices people are having around the world. In our own country, the police brutalities that are happening, and some of this other stuff that is behind the scenes and nobody wants to pay attention to that. It's like, oh no, put that behind. Don't want to talk about that. But the thing is, if you want to make a difference, you can't push it aside. You have to bring it out. You have to bring it out, put it in front of people's faces. Like, here, look, this is what you gotta do. That's basically what the Occupy movement's doing. I've done a commentary earlier about the Occupy Wall Street movement. Me and my friend actually decided to come together, and we're planning actually a event in my hometown, or like around my area, in our city's our county seat or whatever it's called. I think it's called county seat. But basically, we are going to walk around a college town, get as many people as we can to know about the events, and then host it at the county seat courthouse. So we're gonna go there and protest on weekends. I might have some video up actually of it when it happens. But basically, me and my friends have been talking about, what's been happening in the world. Basically, a video popped up today of the stuff that's going on in Uganda. I forgot his name. Let me check it real quick. But basically, he's been taking children and stuff like that. Coney, that's his name. This Coney guy, whatever. It's finally come out in the public about YouTube and stuff like that. It's a whole project now, but people don't realize that the Hotel Rwanda and stuff like that is basically what's been happening in Uganda for generations. The movie is based around the guy, if I remember right. It's like, fuck's sakes, now you want to fucking pay attention? Come on. But once it comes into the spotlight, it gets mad attention. That's why that video of the Coney, whatever the guy's name is, that's why we're all focusing attention on it, because everybody's learning about it. And that's what the Occupy movement started to do with the police brutalities, the injustices, the economy being bad. And that's basically how everything started. How everything starts with the protest. Now, if you guys think back in the day, back when, back in the Civil Rights Movement, actually, this is gonna be interesting for you guys to listen to. In actual reality, Hugh Hefner actually supported it through his magazine that he started. He started Playboy, and he had people and columns about with black people, with African Americans, with everybody in it. He didn't care what race you were, what ethnicity, what gender. He actually helped and started movements. Now, if you guys want to learn more about that, you can go look it up, whatever. But everything starts with one person. That one person telling another person, and then from there it expands. You know, if one person tells two people, those two people can tell two people also. So as in like pay it forward, it works somewhat like that. Like it's a ever branching thing that helps everybody and pays attention to one subject. Now, I don't even remember what the gameplay is about. It's my 33, 34, and 35. One's on Seatown, one's on Village, and the other is a very, very short match on Lockdown, if I remember right. Just to tell you guys about the gameplay. I don't even remember what the score was. But the last one, host quit out. Pretty funny. But I want to reiterate that government basically is corrupt. If you guys don't know that, then you're blind, pretty much. All the money that we have, like I don't even have any dollar bills, but all the money on my card right here is through me giving plasma, me giving something. Now, if you guys know how to, like, if you do something, you expect money. Just like a job. So if you work so many hours, you get money. Now, where's the money come from, you guys ask? Like, I don't know. Basically, it's printed out, and it's actually worth nothing. Basically, the United States government goes to the federal bank, or whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called. But the bank that controls everything about money, they go and they sign a form. They usually sign forms, send it to the White House used to ask for money and hand it to the bank, and the bank would look like, okay, let's give you some money. Here you go. And basically, they're forming it out of nothing. That is why the dollar bill is immaculate, immensely larger than it was back when it was the gold standard. Now, if you guys know what the gold standard is, basically it's what a piece of gold is worth, or like an ounce of gold is worth. If you look at more like other economies and stuff like that, back in the old days, the United States government, before like the Great Depression, our money was actually worth something, and today it's worth pretty much nothing. Yeah, you have pennies. Let me grab a penny real quick. You have pennies right here. This is a penny. You have pennies that, you know, they punch out and stuff like that, and it's actually worth more than what it's usually worth. But the paper money and the money that you get from banks basically comes out of nothing. Now if you ask for a loan, which you will when you get older, like I had to do when I went to college, I have a student loan that I still have to pay off because, well, I still need to go back to college because I want to get a better education, and the education I did get wasn't sufficient enough for what I want to do. And if you go and put up collateral, you can actually have, like, if they try to foreclose the house or whatever, seize the thing you put up for collateral, there was nothing they put up for collateral, if you guys understand what I mean. Basically put something out there that if you don't pay it, they can take, but if they don't have something, then they can't take that thing away. So there was if I remember right, there was a story in Minnesota that a guy actually sued his bank and won because they put nothing up in return, like, to back up his collateral. Because the money that they gave him, they just made out of thin air, basically. They asked the bank, the head bank, to, hey, can we have this much money because this guy wants a loan? It's like, oh, sure. And they form it out of thin air and give it to the guy. And give it to the person who's wanting the loan. And it's actually detrimental to our economy to do that, which is ridiculous. Report from him. Alright, 11 minutes. It's a 14-minute video. Yeah. But, sorry, I'm all over the place. But once you have money that is formed out of thin air, when are you going to stop? We're always going to be in debt because of the fact that the government itself actually owes the bank a lot of money, and they've sold parts of their share to different countries so that we can get more money because of it. It sucks to know the truth, but if you guys watch a video about it, I suggest you watch the Zeitgeist video, because that explains it way better than I'm going to ever say it. We have resources in the world like gold, coal, and stuff like that. So, and we can also use like natural energy, like sun rays, wind energy, geothermal, and we can actually live on this world without any pollution, stuff like that, within like 5-fold at least of the usual lifespan of tons of shit. But if we just become green, we will all way be better, and our financial worries will be gone. Yeah, our fucking economy right now sucks. We have no jobs. Well, we have jobs, but at the fucking time, we don't really apply. We have to go to college to get the jobs, which basically is total bullshit, because most of the times you know what you gotta do for the job itself. They could train you, but they don't want to. They don't spend that resource, which is just lazy of the government or the company. Why did I say government? I don't know. It's 2:32 a.m. right now, but one thing I want to tell you guys: government and the economy / the government fucking us over. It's everywhere. Look at Greece. Look at UK. We all have bad economies. But one thing I want you guys to understand is that, one, the world is not fair, because it just isn't. I hate to be blunt, but it's basically what's up. Number two, if we become green and we understand that printing money out of nothing is stupid, and that we need to go back to the gold standard, then we'll be out of debt. Within 50, 60 years, we'll be positive. We won't fucking be in debt again. And that's what most of the people don't understand in the government. Now, if we ever have people like, if we ever had somebody like Martin Luther King to be president, somebody that understands the fact that the government, well, actually not that, but somebody like Oakfo. If you guys don't know who he is, look up on Ustream, ustream.com/Oakfo, and he's actually part of the Oakfo movement, and he understands what it's fully about. But I want people like him to be president, because the social, economical times are fucking difficult. and we all know it, but nobody wants to focus light on it. I'm sorry. This light behind me sucks. But if you guys want to, share this with your friends. Share all these with your friends if you want to. But this has been Honest Thoughts with JKC. Talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day. Peace out.